Oh god, the music drives me nuts. I think it's supposed to, though. Evening, everyone. Hello. I'm going to be playing Doki Doki briefly, again. I just started last night. I am aware that Doki Doki is a deconstruction of the visual novel genre. So, I'm not going to be too surprised when it starts heading wacky directions. Because I know it does. Again, I'm not usually the audience for visual novels. I am not. A cis straight man. So, and I'm definitely, I think even if I was, I'd be a little like, what about most visual novels, like the really conventional ones, that, like the one this sends up, because it's like, I don't want to be an adult who's going to high school to date women. I don't know, that's just kind of a little skeevy. Most conventional, the really conventional Japanese visual novels make me feel like but that's what this sends up, so I'm very much not the audience for what this is satirizing in the first place. But here, a friend of mine was like, oh, you played Hot to Full Boyfriend? That's weird. This one's also weird. Play this weird one. This particular friend knows that there are two ways to get me to play video games, basically to tell me the story is interesting, or weird, or intriguing in some way, or that it has cats in it. There are a lot more games with cats than there are games that are weird and story-ish, but it's a toss-up. Anyway, we're gonna play a little bit this evening. Not too much, because life happens, and I can't spend too much of my time playing video games. But here we are. Last night, it had just started to have little bitty hints where characters were like talking in video game terminology and not seeming to understand why they were doing it, being disturbed by it, that something weird is afoot, but nothing too off the rails has happened yet. I've been taking the game kind of I've been behaving the choices I made are face value choices. Like, I decided which particular romance interest I wanted to go for, and I've been making the choices that in a conventional visual novel would probably set me up with them. So I picked Yuri because Yuri is the book nerd. She's the one who's into books and shy and quiet. I've seen a few spoiler images by accident that make me think he's gonna get really creepy. But my goal is to just play it like I didn't know that I was setting myself up for that, and like it was a traditional visual novel. So here she is. I've been writing her poems every night that use the kind of language she prefers, which gives me more points with her. She likes moody, elaborate words that are kind of dark and gothic, so it's really easy to pick hers. Right now, we've just discovered that my childhood friend character, which is a cliche character, that shows up in... Sorry, there's a lot of fluff over there. My fluffy cat has decided to lie upside down and look like a total bum, but like a fluffy fluff bum pancake. She looks really, really regal. Anyway, we're worrying about my childhood friend character. That's a cliche in visual novels. A lot of the time you have a childhood friend character who's kind of a flake. She's started to seem depressed and mopey because I'm paying attention to this character, to Yuri instead. And her depression is way out of bounds for just like a crush, being the main character having a crush on someone else. I think all the characters, even if they're not totally aware, are kind of aware that they're stuck in some weird world. Like, not in a conscious way, but in this sense that there's something wrong. And they're all kind of overreacting to stuff and seem really tense. Anyway, we're talking about Sayori. She's not talking to me now. And all the girls are like, she has this massive crush on you, and now you're paying attention to somebody else, so of course she's stressed. Which any idiot could figure out, but like most visual novel characters, The main character is dense, really dense, and really bland. She's already hinted the fact that, like, there's stuff that about herself that she doesn't share with people ever. And that's true, because Sayori acts all flaky and perky, but there are hints that she's actually completely aware of the fact that that can be used to manipulate people, and also hints that she's extremely depressed, actually. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this and you have any trigger warnings for suicide, depression, or I think, based on one or two spoiler images I've seen, gore, do take caution when watching, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know this game actually comes with warnings when you start up about triggers for depression and suicide. So she's like, maybe you do like your childhood friend, and I'm like, nope. Because you're really heartless in visual novels usually. You're like, yep, I'm after the one. Everybody else can go hang. We've been reading a book together, like physically together, like flipping the pages together. Which, I don't know, I would never do that with someone. A book is the way you hide from things. You get alone time with the book. That's the club leader, who so far has made the most overt video game references. Like talking about saving and loading and things. So we write poems each night and then we share them. So of course, I show my poem first to the one I'm trying to date, even though I know it's all gonna end in really creepy tears. Again, I've been choosing the words, because you get to choose the words for your poem each night. I've been choosing them so they appeal particularly to her. Womp womp, she has no friends. So she's like, I stick to books because everyone else makes fun of me. Like in a normal video game, you'd be like, oh look, I'm going from the nerd and the geek, the shy girl, and I'm gonna draw her out of her shell. But this one, I'm guessing she really isn't normal, like in possibly sociopathic ways, because of the way the game goes. We'll see. She really talks about how difficult she is too, and how she sees herself as mean. direct. If other people don't see it that way, then screw them, he says. You're like, are we friends now? Let's see how creepy your poem is after that little confession of friendship. Okay, so that's actually a very straightforward poem. Like, it doesn't feel like it's creepy metaphorical. It just feels like she's like, oh boy, I can feel for the first time. You're so cute, yay. So that's pretty straightforward. Nothing too creepy weird there. Oh, now she's giving me the poem. Wah. My character literally has no personality. He's just like super nice to everyone. That's it. Let's see. We'll show it to Monica next. She's the club leader and the one who's made video game references and seemed disconcerted by having made them. They're all preparing for the school festival, which is a Japanese visual novel cliche, where every class does like a booth or a performance or something. All of the characters like really nail the main character when they think he likes someone. Everybody's already for several interactions before this, they've been like, you like Yuri, don't you? It's like, ah. And he just keeps denying it. It's like, don't deny it, whatever. So bland. Now she gets to read her poem. Okay, so her poem is about life being meaningless. She's seeking meaning, and even when she finds somebody who's supposed to know everything, they're like, yeah, there's no purpose, sorry. This one there's nothing meta in. It actually makes a lot of sense than her previous poems, which were really like, meta, I'm stuck in a video game kind of. He's just noticed that everybody writes about sad things. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. There are kind of a lot of references to people being flat and trapped in here so far. Of course, two-dimensional refers to drawings. So again, she's shown she's aware she's a sprite in a video game. Alright, she's giving me some writing tips. Now I'm going to show my poem to my childhood best friend, who was depressed because I'm not flirting with her anymore. Or hanging out with her. She's like, oh, you wrote this poem for someone else, didn't you? I'm like, yep. She's not happy. She's really depressed, even though she's acting happy. Wait, she didn't even show me her poem. And she's just gonna leave early. That's not worrisome at all, considering she's shown signs of being extremely depressed. She just left. This is the one I don't like. She's super cutesy and temperamental. She just completely rejected it because she knows it's written in that over dramatic style that Yuri likes. Now, stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen, says Yuri. So again, we've got the sense that something bad's happening, Sayori, and that people are all genre aware. And Sayori's left. She's gone away completely. I'm guessing something terrible has happened to Sayori. Possibly why there's a suicide and depression warning on this, so keep aware. I like the fact, too, that you're supposed to be your childhood friend and you're just like, whatever, when she left. That clearly distressed. Yep, Natsuki nailed me for it. Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? Wow, says my cat. And there's the cliche of making food for the festival. She's making cupcakes, Natsuki is. Monika's making flyers for our open mic reading for poetry we're going to be doing. Trying to figure out what Yuri can do to help out. So they're gonna ask Yuri to make banners and decorations because she has good handwriting. She said she loves atmosphere. There you go. I'm guessing her decorations will be a little creepy. Now she's put you on the spot and is like, you're gonna help one of the club members over the weekend. And Yuri's, they're not gonna give me a choice, since I've been giving poetry points to Yuri. They're just gonna shove me off with her for the weekend. Now they're fighting over me. There you go. Now she's like, you should spend time with me. Monica is. After they all fought over him, now they have to decide who to go with. And of course, I'm gonna go with Yuri. Because I'm just playing the conventional visual novel way where you just do everything to go after whatever character you've chosen. Probably gonna get killed by Yuri. Such a wishy-washy main character, which again I think is intentional, but it sounds like he has no personality. They're all so super dense. They're all like, ah, he picked Yuri, he didn't pick me. So they're all super tense when they're not picked. Yuri, they're talking about how when Sayori's around, everybody's happier, and she's not here right now. The thing is, Sayori has hinted that she's extremely depressed, and that she puts on a happy face to try to keep other people around her. Whomp, they left. Yuri's like, are you gonna walk home with me? Oh, we have to share phone numbers. So she's not letting me see her house. She's gonna come over to my house for some reason. That's not suspicious. Okay, so now you've convinced her that you're helping her out because you actually want to. Derp derp, walking home with her. I guess I didn't walk home with her, I'm just worrying about her coming over to my house for the weekend. Going home, going home, going home. Let's see when terrible things happen. It's Sunday. We've been texting, me and Yuri. And he's totally not checked in on Yuri for days. His childhood friend. No, it's not. It's not okay to put a friend's feelings aside when they might need you, especially if they're depressed. Apparently, they're family enough that they can just enter each other's houses. And again, if anybody's watching and not heard earlier, this game comes with warnings for, I think, gore, depression, and suicide, so I'm guessing since this is a depressed character, we're probably approaching that point. So if you need to stop, I'll give you a few minutes. You know, just click away. I guess Yuri has no family. There's nobody there. Oh, she's alive. Never mind, guys. Folks, she's still alive. So she still seems depressed, even though she is thankfully still alive. Oh, she's like, if it's her fault for accidentally expressing her feelings, so she has been repressing her feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake of actually being honest, she says. She says, I've always been like this, you're just seeing it for the first time. So she's been depressed forever, and now is the only time she's shown him. I've had really bad depression my whole life, she says. That's why she's late to school every day, not because she's a happy flake. They're asking why she hid it that whole time. She's like, she didn't tell me because she didn't want me to waste time on her. So is acting like a super depressed person. Every path leads to nothing but hurt, she says. I think that's, again, the game has hinted several times that there are no good endings. That it's all gonna go to hell. Now she's crying. Aw, yeah. It's pretty rough. They made him so sweet. Like, he's trying to be nice to everybody. It's not gonna work out. I think that's part of the thing. Like, you can't just be nice. I'll make these feelings go away, the main character says. That's not how feelings work. Well, you've made it clear that you're, as a main character, that you're interested in another girl, and you're still gonna spend a lot of time with her. It just feels kind of cruel. I wouldn't leave her alone. Tim, there's a hint. Now that's not completely realistic view of depression they're having there. It's not too far off though, but like if you've got a super a friend who's just admitted to having depression and is acting uncharacteristic, stick around your uncharacteristically acting friend. Don't just leave them. Make sure there's somebody with them. Oh, she's wearing different clothes. I guess that makes sense. They're not in their school uniforms. She brought stuff to make posters. Oh, this is apparently my character's room. I wouldn't take somebody directly to my room if I'd never met them before. Oh well. Just trying to get into my desk. Atmospheric enhancements we're gonna make. We're really in kinetic novel territory here. There haven't been any choices for a while. What did she bring for relaxation? I keep waiting for something really weird to happen because I know things do. But so far it hasn't gotten to that moment yet. It's just a diffuser. I keep waiting for her to like pull out a knife or like, I don't know. She likes aromatherapy. So now we're smelling jasmine essential oil. So she's gonna make a poem, hanging word poem doorway. So now she's giggling. Okay, I've played for about 30 minutes, so I have to call it a night this evening, or call it a day. Nothing too bizarre happened in this playthrough, but I keep waiting for it. Every time somebody's like, look, will you look at this? Or like anybody leaves the screen for a moment, I'm like, oh, are they gonna come back with like an axe and murder me? So I'm sure we'll get there soon, since I think I'm about halfway through the game. And we'll see what happens tomorrow or the next day. But for now, we're done. We'll save. Here we go, going to the main menu. And then quitting. I suspect tomorrow things will start to get wacky the next time I stream. Because it seems like it's about that time in the pacing of the game. Later!